Oh, we're live. Hey, house guests. Wow, this is really grainy. Let me see if this. Oh, that's terrible. Well, hey, house guests. Welcome to today's Big Brother Canada 12 Digital Daily Recap. Yes, I'm sorry I'm in bed today, but I am laid up sick for like the millionth time this year. So this is as good as it's going to get. We got that Dayquil, NyQuil. We got the cough drops. Whoops. We have the Midnight Library. And we have Big Brother Canada 12. So here we go. Our house guests of the day are Christine Sandusky and Mario Mazzone. Thank you both so much for the support. We could not do this without you, and we appreciate it so much. So thank you again. And if you guys want to be house guests today, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. Info. Last night, it was double eviction, baby. And as expected, Avery was evicted first. And then we saw Spicy V won HOH after giving the answer 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't make this up. Like, she was trying to throw it, right? With that answer, 1, 2, 3, 4. But she ended up winning. This is technically her third HOH win of the season, which is insane. And as we saw, she put up Tola and Lexus. Todd won the power veto. He left the nominations the same. And then Tola was evicted unanimously. So with that, we are down to the final 5. Arissa let us know that the finale is going to be on May 8th. Woo! So like 2 weeks away, which is crazy. But now let's talk about today's Digital Daily. So this one started before Avery and Tola's evictions, like way before, the day before. Avery is talking to Spicy about how Anthony basically told her that she's leaving. Remember we talked about that conversation between the two of them yesterday? Anthony had told her, hey, I don't think Tola's going to keep you if it's a tie. Also, Todd is lying to you because he's not going to keep you either. So he basically told her, you're not staying. I don't want to stick my neck out if I don't have to. You know, I'm not voting for you. So Avery, who has been pretty confident, pretty positive, and upbeat all week, is finally like to Spicy, I'm starting to think I don't have Anthony or Alexis's votes. And she's like, I hate to say it, but I think I'm going home. You think? It's finally sinking in. And Spicy, we actually saw part of this conversation on the show last night, but Spicy was like, this is bullshit. I'm so mad right now. Avery said she was hoping for a battle back again, trying to stay as positive as she can. And Spicy was like, don't give up. Keep going. Tell people to open their eyes. They're making a mistake. Spicy was like extra whiny in much of today's Digital Daily. And she was talking about how her back was like really bothering her. So I think that could have been part of it. But like, I think it was also partially because she was upset that she's going to be losing Avery. But Avery told Spicy, if I leave on a 3-1 vote, kick their butts. Anthony and Lexus, they're not really with us, so get them out of here. All right. So then Anthony and Todd had a game chat, and they actually shake hands on looking out for each other. I don't know how solid this actually is. I think Todd actually does want to work with Anthony. And I think Anthony feels that, but Anthony's got deals with everybody. So I'm not really sure where Todd ranks with him at this point. But Anthony does say, if I win HOH, you would not be going up. You're not a target for me. Yeah, I just feel like he's saying that to everybody. So Todd is like, cool. I am worried, though, if Lexus wins HOH, I would be her target. She's still pissed about Matt going. I don't think she's happy with me right now. And Anthony's like, yeah, I think she's definitely still upset about the Matt thing, but he doesn't seem to think, or at least he's telling Todd, I don't think that Lexus would go for you. I mean, I feel like Lexus was targeting Bailey more, right? I don't know for sure. But then we have Spicy, Bailey, and Anthony chatting. And Spicy, this is what I'm talking about with the whining. She's going off, talking about how Todd and Tola are a problem. Todd needs someone to tell him what to do. He's asking Tola all of his questions. So she says Tola is pulling Todd in, and those two are coming for us. Todd, doesn't tell me his plans anymore. He used to tell me who he was targeting, who he's talking to, whatever. He doesn't do that anymore. He goes out and vapes with Tola. So she says Tola is building up his little army, and he's going to turn on you, Anthony. Just watch. Spicy says, at this point, it's the three of us, Spicy, Bailey, and Anthony, versus Todd, Tola, and Lexus. No. Lexus, no, that's like not a thing. But she's trying to frame it that way to Anthony. Anthony's like, don't worry, we're gonna be okay. Spicy says, if Tola goes, we can pull Todd back in. He will be with us again. And Lexus will go to you, Anthony. So we'll have like control over everybody at that point. Spicy also throws in for good measure that she's pissed that Lexus is just floating through this game. We've heard her say that a bunch. Anthony says about the Todd and Tola thing, I don't think they're as close as you guys think. Like, we don't need to worry about that. And as we saw on last night's episode, Todd was willing to let Tola go. So, yeah, he was not as close game-wise to Tola as Spicy thought. A big chunk of today's Digital Daily was Todd and Tola just shooting the shit, just hanging out, being goofy. I'm sure Spicy hated that. Before they started hanging out, though, Tola was just talking to the cameras about, like, it was just kind of weird. It was almost like he knew he was going to go, because he was talking about, like, I can't believe I'm here. Like, this is such an amazing experience, blah, blah, blah. At least he got that in before he left, right? I'm not going to lie. I kind of maybe was dozing off a little bit during the Todd and Tola goofiness. I was closing my eyes but still listening. It kind of all blended together. But it wasn't really anything important here. So later, Avery was going around saying goodbye to everybody, lots of tears. She was also like, I've played a damn good game. That's why I'm going. This girl really knows how to big herself up. I wouldn't agree that she's been playing the best game here. I don't know where that's all coming from, but she keeps saying it. I mean, you took out two of your closest allies, and you're getting evicted right now, so I don't know that I would agree with that assessment. Meanwhile, Bailey is freaking out when she heard that Spicy is planning to give Avery a sympathy vote, which we saw she did follow through with. So Bailey was talking to Todd about it, and Bailey's just like, what's the point of that? There's only 4 votes. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm not down with it. You know, like, it's too close to be doing that. Oh, there we go. I should have turned on my brightness a while ago. She said it would have been one thing if it was like a 7-1 vote or a 6-1 vote, but no, this is 3-1. Like, that's not cool at this point. So she was definitely feeling uncomfortable about that sympathy vote, which we'll get back to later. So then eventually we see the doors closing after Avery's eviction, and apparently she told them 2 things here before she left. Number 1, she told them, yes, I was the one who messed with the pillows and the pool balls the other day, trying to freak everyone out. Which we saw on the Digital Daily is true. But apparently she also told them that she's not 26, she's 21. But she is 26, right? Like, is she lying to us right now? Like, what's going on? I checked her cast bio again. It said 26. So unless she was, like, lying to production, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure she's actually 26. She just talks like a baby nonstop. No more baby talks. Ah! Okay, so then we see some footage from the double eviction, and some of this we saw on the show. Some of it was a bit expanded. So Spicy was telling Lexus and Anthony, oh my god, I didn't mean to win this HOH. We saw. She said she wants Tola out. She does not want to put Todd up next to him because, again, she was nervous that Lexus and Anthony would have voted out Todd instead of Tola, which I totally think would have been the case. I think they would have been like, sorry, we're keeping Tola. So she asks Lexus to be a pawn. Lexus is like, what? Like, you just told me before that I would not go up if you won HOH. So why are you saying you're going to put me up now? She was not happy about that. So Spicy and Lexus actually go ahead and chat alone. And Lexus is like, what happens if Tola wins the power of veto? And then I'm still up on the block. So Spicy says, well, in that case, Todd would go up and we would get rid of him. Like, that's just what it is. So I don't know. Would they vote out Todd? Well, I guess if we look at who was voting, Yeah, I guess they would have kept Lexus, right? Because you would have had Anthony and Tola voting. So Lexus suggests Bailey as a nom, and Spicy's like, no, I can't do that. I've been working with Bailey this whole time. I mean, you're supposed to be working with Lexus this whole time too. You've been working with like almost everybody this whole time, but yeah, she was not going to risk Bailey going up on that block. And she told Lexus that straight up. So she explains to Lexus, I'm sorry that I have to put you up, and I know I said that I wouldn't, but this is the only way that I can see to get Tola out of here, because you would be a vote for Tola to say, I need you up there next to him. Okay, so then we see the house guests come in after the POV competition, and Todd has that Veto necklace around his neck, of course, and he's telling Spicy and Anthony, look, I love Tola as a person, but I can't save him, right? I feel like I have to leave nominations the same to protect everyone else. He doesn't want Bailey going up. He doesn't want Anthony going up. Would have been cool if Anthony went up, but I don't think Spicy would have done that. So yeah, Todd was not going to be using the veto. So then we see at one point Spicy, Bailey, and Todd off in one room celebrating. They're like, whoa, we did this. Tola's going. Spicy says it's the three of us versus Lexus and Anthony. Is it though? Because like Anthony is her number one. So she's playing it up with these two, but that's not really what it is. But it was such a contrast, because then we cut to Lexus, Anthony, and Tola, who are all crying together in the storage room, because it's very clear at this point that Tola will be leaving. And Lexus is like, I just hate that we have put so much trust in Spicy when she's shown us time and time again that she's not with us. Like, she's burning us again. So, yeah, I mean, she's all over the place. Tola says, you guys have been nothing but loyal to me. They were very emotional, the three of them. So then we see the doors close after Tola leaves, and everybody's crying, but also celebrating, making it to the final five. And then we have Bailey and Spicy chatting. So there was some time in between the eviction and the next HOH competition. So Bailey, I don't know what this was all about, but Bailey was annoyed. She mentioned this multiple times. She was annoyed that Lexus was crying for Tola, like for Tola leaving. What's wrong with that? She was basically like, oh, Lexus should just be happy that she stayed. Like, she would have been evicted if Tola stayed. You can still be sad for your friend leaving. I thought that was a bit much from Bailey. Like, let her cry. I just saw that the time on the stream was 1, 2, 3, 4. Spicy V. So Spicy says, we got to keep winning, because I'm going to be target number one if Lexus or Anthony win HOH, right? We need to keep winning here, keep the momentum going. And Bailey's like, yeah, of course. But then Bailey also brings up, you know what? I have to tell you, I was a little upset about you voting for Avery to stay. I feel like you know that I didn't want that, and I wouldn't have done that to you. She says it just makes me feel like you didn't want her to go. And then Tola told me that you threw the veto competition. She did. She definitely did. So she was like, I feel like you wanted things to be different and for Avery to stay and me to go. So Spicy's like, no, I didn't know you felt like this. She says, I would have done the same thing for you, giving you a sympathy vote if it was going to be you going. I knew that you had the votes to say this week. Avery was our ally. They were in that like top of the key alliance or something. So she was like, I just wanted to give her a vote. I didn't want her to go out unanimously. But she's telling Bailey, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were going to be so upset about this. And she says, I will spend the rest of the game making it up to you. We'll see about that. So then Todd comes in, and these three agree that Lexus is their next target. Lexus? You're going to go for Lexus and not Anthony. Make it make sense, because it doesn't. But Bailey asks, what would Anthony do if he wins HOH? And Spicy says, Anthony? Anthony's not going to win, because he is sitting pretty right now. He does not want to win. Well, guess who won HOH? Ooh, it was Anthony. Oh my God. Freaking figures. So he is officially in the final four. I mean, he picked the right time to win, right? Everyone's congratulating him. I feel like he was like, you know what? I need to actually go for this one, because now he lost another person that he was close to. And I'm sure he's realizing if it was like me and Lexus up on the block, if either Todd or Bailey won, what if Lexus wins Veto? And then, so he was realizing like, oh shit, I probably need to win this. So yeah, everybody's congratulating him. Then Anthony goes to the red bedroom to celebrate alone. He's punching the air as he does. Yeah, he was pretty excited for this win. Now the big question is, what will Anthony do? Because he has promised pretty much everyone safety at this point. So what's he gonna do? I feel like he's probably gonna put up Todd and Bailey, but we have not heard any conversations yet about it, so who knows? But that's what I would assume. But we'll see. Hopefully, we'll find out some more info tomorrow on that, and we'll have a better idea of what he's going to do. So that's where we're at. I want to thank you all so much for watching today. We'll be back tomorrow for more. And until next time, much love. Bye, everybody.